I'm about to leave my home after so I was in. It's been a month. I've been in Union City, and something I was thinking about is I want to just start freestyling on the beginning of these, just because like I feel like straight stream of consciousness, that's like one of the best ways where you don't have too much. I don't have that second of like, should I say this, it just you say what comes to mind. So I feel like that's like a more accurate gauge of like what I'm going through at any particular time. So just put some random ones on. This is today's. Okay, let's see. This should about to drop, I think. Okay, like this. Bit in the bay. It's like 1 month. Okay. Yeah, is it about to drop or what? Okay. Yeah. I've been in the bay for about a month, man, from December to January. It's kind of crazy that I'm about to turn 24 in like 1 week, maybe 2 weeks. About to turn 24, man, that's kind of crazy. You can call them my Kobe years, cause I'm hitting the swish when I'm hooping on the court. I'ma be playing basketball at Georgetown this year. This semester, I'm out to hit those fucking incline squats, get my quads in, get my knees to point. So I'ma have to hit them with the jump shot. Jump shot, man, hit him with the cross. Man, hit him with the cross. Hit him with the left right. Hit him with the 2-3. Hit him with the dive and dash. Dip and dash. Dip and dash and div and dish. Yeah, div and dish. Listen, I'ma have to pass. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. Developed a quick little morning routine for the last couple of days. It's been real nice. Had to meditate, then drink some tea, and I be feeling like I'm on ice. Cause I be keeping real cool, keeping real chill when the temperatures keep on going hotter, keep on getting colder. It's about to fucking snow when I hit to DC. It's gonna be nice cause I can be me when I'm chilling with my homies in DC. Homies in DC. Which ones? Homies in DC. I'm excited to kick it with Ellis. I'm excited to kick it with Arden. I'm excited to kick it with Ebenezer. It's about to be a sleazer. Yeah, that's not even a word. But I'ma have to keep on hitting on some word. I'ma keep on doing this like every fucking day. So I'ma get better like I'm doing from the Bay. I'm not from SF. Cause that place too crowded. Yeah, we kicking it for Fremont. We about it. Yeah, went to Forest Park. Man, that was like the best school I ever went to. Had the best teachers, best facilities. It was kind of nice that I could fucking play music in the band and play basketball. Have you seen the basketball court in that fucking school? It was really fucking nice, man. We could always play every fucking day. It don't matter what the day is. It could be a weekend or a weekday. We would be hooping up there just a weekend. Just me and fucking P. 14 years later, man, me and fucking P, we is still kicking it. We're still cuddling. Yeah, we fucking willing. Yeah, we fucking balling. It don't even matter when I took him to San Diego. It was kind of cool when we saw the girl in the yellow dress. Yellow dress, man, you remember that time. Eric Chan, shout out. Thank you for taking us out that day. It was kind of cool. I'm really happy I went to that school. La Jolla. Shout out to San Diego. The beat is about to end, but I'm not over. I'ma keep coming back next time I record. Hey, you gotta start somewhere. Trash, but you gotta start somewhere, right? It's fun, man. It's just nice to kind of get that off your chest. Just like, I don't know. Feels good to sometimes just. But yeah, the last couple of days have been weeks. So finished finals, ended with 3.7, the highest GPA I've had since the 6th grade. Means nothing, but big deal to me. Objectively meaningless metric, but to me, very proud of myself. That being said, so I finished my semester. For the first week, for Christmas week, we all went and slept over at Mama's house. Mahesh had come over. It was really fun kicking with all the kids. I actually have some drawings from that. This is what Manis drew me. Look at me with that big ass beard. I love Manis on the back, which is nice. I love you. And then, no, I love Manis. And then I painted this because I was going through it and I just wanted to color vomit. So that was nice. And then, yeah. But so that was a good week. It was just nice to be around kids and kind of get that like spark back and be around love and like they had like treated me and considered me as family, which was like really nice. I've never like had like a real Christmas dinner, so that was cool. So that was that first week. Then the second week, I kicked with my parents. Trying to think. No, that was this. No, yeah. So that second week, I kicked it with my parents a little bit. We had done some cool stuff. I forgot exactly what happened, but at the end of the week, we went to LA. Mirage, me, Chokesy, and P. One of the best trips. Like so fun. Like I feel like those trips are honestly like Tampa, New York, this one, like all those like trips, like a couple days, 3, 4, 5 days. I learned so much about myself and just like all the things you learn alone come into practice when you're around people. And that was something I really learned from that trip. It was that self growth in isolation, I think you can learn the lessons, but you can't practice the lessons. And I think around people, when you're like perceived and annoyed and like irked, that's when whatever you learn alone can be really used and implemented. Like your self growth or whatever can only, in an objective sense, in a vacuum, there is no such thing as growth. You can't really grow. Like you're alone. Like you just exist. Like there's no like better. But in a sense, when there's a community or society or you're being perceived, then you could argue that what is what is best for the group. So then there are objective answers that are better or worse, if that is your definition of what is good. That like the survival or the success of the group is what is good for every individual in it, then you no longer can just be an individual and do whatever you want because you have to do what's best for the group. But what you could argue is you can say that even as an individual, you maybe are a group and your group is your future selves. And so you can still be judged by good or bad actions. That is a possible argument for that, but I digress. But the point being, like, I feel like I learned, some of my triggers. I feel like, which is a really, when you find yourself annoyed, that's the best way to be like, oh, this is something that bothers me. When I get called annoying, that like really irks me. I hate being called annoying. But there's like, annoying is not any worse than any of the other words that you can be called. Like stupid or dumb or like you put the value on the word annoying. Unless you like really ask them, hey, what is the value you put on the word annoying? Are you really meaning that? Like unless you ask them and get clear what they're saying, which you most of the time don't, you're kind of just going off the perception of what that word means to you, and assuming that's what it means to them when they say that word. As it's not efficient to go and ask every word. But for the triggers, you can go about it two ways. Either if you really are kind of petty about it, ask them, hey, how do you mean annoying? Can you like make me feel better about it? Or figure out what it is about either being called that word or about being called that word by that person, or what it is about your doubts in yourself, which when that word is being used, it sparks, that is actually bothering you. And I feel like I was able to do that a lot. Um, so, being around people, I think, is always a great lesson of just figuring out levels to yourself. So that was cool. So I feel like I was able to collect that. I'm going to be alone now for a couple, whatever, who knows how long. So I can now, recollect and use that again. I love hanging out with those guys, man. Honestly, really wholesome. So much the stuff that was going on in elementary school. We didn't go to the level of gonad, thankfully. We went to more intimate forms of gonading, which is awful, but that is what went down. But it was fun, man. It's just nice, like being like, oh, I can actually be that close to these guys. Like, it's cool. Good, great group of friends. Like, I'm glad. Good to have Preston back, but good friends. And I'm just like looking at the hairs that are sticking out. I hate when that happens. I'm excited to go back and shave all that off, clean that up. You know. But yeah. Apart from that, okay. So that was that week. Next week, I got my wisdom teeth pulled. and then I got my wisdom teeth pulled. I got the vaccine, the booster, and then I got like my eyes checked up. All of the doctor stuff I got out of the way. Good. Got work again. I was getting paid. I've been working a lot. It's been good. I'm getting back to getting money, working out, meditating. I've been meditating every day morning. It's a new year. I want to do this more often just so I can, I have too much to say to like do it on one video. But I'll be back in DC and I'll need more pensive moments. So see you then, brother. See you then, brother.